Hey guys, Token Vaping, right there, deployed with Pacific Vapes. Today's video review is actually a add-on. It's for Kodiak Elixirs, and if you remember from my previous video, it is a new line that they started. It's called the World Expedition line, and they are, just give me a second, they are going to basically travel the world and go to each of the 7 continents and basically bring you a flavor that they feel best represents that specific continent. If you again, my previous video was for North America, which was a lemon meringue pie. It was a great all-day vape. I've already gone through that bottle. Very smooth, very flavorful. Just definitely definitely a well done e-juice. So I'm really curious to see if the rest of their line is going to be just as solid. Now, if you excuse me here a second, I had the camera up. There we go. Much better. The newest flavor that is just debuted, and they were gracious enough to allow me the ability to review this flavor as well. They started in North America. They have now gone to Asia, and most of it is going to be the same. There is the bottle. It has that old world. If you've ever seen like an old world parchment map for an expedition or travel, like Lewis and Clark, Christopher Columbus, things like that, it has that look to the label, which I think is really actually cool. It is a darker amber type glass bottle. Child safety cap. They do come safety sealed, and then they have the warning label, ingredients label, and everything else on there. They have the born on date here, which is really cool as far as for being informative. They have their batch number lock code, which is also really cool because it helps them keep track of everything there. Has the Kodiak Elixirs, World Expedition, the Grizzly Bear, or Kodiak Bear, I apologize. That was dumb. And then it says Asia, and then it says quality since 2015. The nicotine level here as well. Now, I'm going to assume that it is going to basically be the same for all of the flavors as it comes out. They're going to have an 80.5 to a 19.5 mix ratio of VG to PG. You can actually go to vapeaffliction.com. That is where they retail the bottles for. You can buy a 30 ml bottle, which is that size there, for $18. So it's a really affordable price for a really good e-juice. The nic levels that they do offer is a 0, a 1.5, a 3, and a 6. So they don't go super high, but they try to give you an even amount between the 1.5, a 3, and a 6. So there's definitely a range enough there for people who vape various levels depending on how much nicotine that you do require. Now, for Asia, this is a green tea. The main flavor of it is going to be, besides the follow through of tea, it's going to be peach with other fruit. Now, they don't specifically state the other fruit, which I believe is intentional. It's meant to just give you, it's a peach green tea. It does have a little bit more of a fruitier exhale, which it does, but it is not by any means extreme. Now, I was pleasantly surprised. I'm not much of a tea person. Like whenever I go out to restaurants and stuff like that, and they offer the tea, I never drink it because I've tried it a couple of times. I'm just not a fan of tea. However, this vape surprised me in the sense of, even if you're not a tea fan, I urge you, definitely sample this flavor. Definitely try it. But give it a chance. Don't go off of your initial first vape or two of it, because there may be people out there like myself where it'll grow on you. Like I said, now when I first tried it, I instantly got that green tea taste, and I was like, I'm not really too sure about this flavor. It's not my main my main go-to flavor. But as I've been vaping on it, it has definitely mellowed out. I don't get as strong of a tea flavor with it. I get more of the peach infused tea. Now, when I say that, I mean it mainly because it's not a full in-your-face tea taste, but it's also not a full in-your-face peach flavor. Whereas other flavors that I vape that are supposed to be mainly peach, that's what you get, like straight in-your-face peach flavor. This is a lot more mellow. It's a lot more smooth. It's a lot more of a um, well-rounded all-day vape. So I definitely urge you, by all means, give this line a try as it is. Um, but don't go off your initial first try of this flavor. Definitely vape it a little bit, even if you share it with somebody, so that you don't, if you actually end up not liking it, you don't feel like you wasted it. But if you share it with somebody else, maybe they like it. Again, my palate is different than my friends next door, my friend down the street, my friend in the next country. So not everybody's going to have the same feel or same likings that I will. And again, as I state, by no means is my opinion the end all be all. It's just meant to be my opinion, my reaction to the flavor. Now, with that said, as I stated, it is an 80.5 and 19.5 mix. At least that's what North America was, and I'm going to assume they're going to keep that formula all the way through with the rest of the flavors. It worked for them very well on the first flavor. Now, I do want to show you the vape on this here, so I'm going to show you the clouds and everything on that aspect. And real quick, before I forget, the cotton that I use, as I've been using on all of my videos, is Texas Tough by USA_Vape Mama. It is not a pansy-ass cotton ball, but definitely go ahead and check out her Instagram page. Now, as I said, you will notice that it does have a thicker mix ratio to this, so it just letting gravity do the drip, you can definitely see that it is a thicker drip. Okay, so I'll speed it along a little bit here for the sake of the video. And as always, I am vaping it on 60 watts. And this is Asia, the new flavor for the World Expedition line from Kodiak Elixirs. So, and that right there is exactly what I meant. As soon as I'm inhaling the vape, you get the tea aspect of it, but then it automatically goes into the peach flavor. But it is not overwhelming, it's not overpowering. And then on the exhale of it, the undertone of it, you do start to pick up a little bit of a berry mix, where it almost makes you want to try to pick out what berry you think you might be tasting, but it's not a specific flavor in that aspect to where you're going to automatically know for sure. Solid good clouds, just in case. I'm sorry, I get stuck on doing O's. As you can see there, definitely solid clouds. So that mix ratio is definitely working for them on this. I'm going to assume that they're probably going to keep that all the way through, which is a good move. It definitely works for them. Well detailed label, very World Expedition traveling type map look to it, so it definitely works out there. Presentation wise, it is an awesome label setup. Flavor wise, like I said, very solid, very full without being an in your face. This definitely is meant to be an all day vape, and so far they're 2 for 2. North America is lemon meringue pie. Asia is the green tea with peach and other fruit flavors infused into that. So far, very solid. Definitely going to be keeping an eye out to see what the rest of them are. Go to vapeaffliction.com. That is where you can buy these for retail. Like I said, $18 for a 30 ml bottle. Definitely check them out. Kodiak Elixirs, I appreciate you keeping me in the loop with this and letting me do the review for this flavor as well as your previous one. Definitely keep an eye out there. Again, Token Vaping. Subscribe to me on YouTube, gmail.com, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest. Like, follow, subscribe, hit me up. Definitely any questions, anything out there that you guys are curious about that I can do to help enhance your vaping experience, by all means, I will definitely do everything that I can. Until next time, guys, or until a new flavor comes out, I'm Token Vaping. Have a good night.